This is Palak Vadaria from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will discuss the subject that is network theory, and in network theory we will discuss the topic that is examples of H parameter. See, already we studied about the theory that is related to H parameter. Today we will see the example that is related to H parameter. So let's start our today's session. See here, for the network given in figure, determine the H parameter. And what network is given to us? Light. So whenever you want to find out any parameter, for example, it is Z, Y, H, G, any parameter, then what do you have to do? First of all, you have to write down the equations that is related to that parameter. Right now we want to find out the H parameter. So we have to write down the equations that is related to H parameter. And my equations are what? That is in terms of V1 and I2. So let's write the equation of H parameter. So first of all, the equations of H parameter, that is here, that is in terms of V1 and that is I2. So here equations are what? H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2. Here I have H21 into I1 plus H22 into V2. Now as we discussed in the theory, what I want to do? If I want to find out the value of H11, then I have to take V2 that equal to 0. And when I take V2, V2 is what? That is related to output side. Then I have to consider the input voltage that equal to 1 volt. When you are taking input voltage or current that equal to 0, then you have to consider output voltage that equal to 1 volt. See, in theory we are just considering that equal to Vs, but here we are just considering the value of Vs that equal to what? It's a 1 volt. So when V2 equal to 0, my V1 value that will become what? It's a 1 volt. So if I put V2 that equal to 0 in this two equation, then the H11 will become V1 by I1 and H21 that will become I2 by I1. See, already I have the value of V1. That means when I draw the network, in that network, when I consider the V2 that equal to 0 and V1 that equal to 1 volt, then I want to find out this two value. Let's consider this V2 that equal to 0 and my V1 that equal to what? It's a 1 volt. So here again we will draw a one diagram. See here, this 3 ohm resistor as it is. Here we will consider this equal to what? It's a 1 volt. Then here I have this dependent source. The value of that source is what? Is a 3i2. Then here it is a 4 ohm. Here this is as it is, right? This is what? It's a minus 0.5 V1. This is what? It's a 1 ohm. And this is what? Here V2 that equal to 0. 0 that means what? It's a short circuit. Voltage is 0 in a short circuit and current is 0 in the open circuit, and this is what? It's a I2. So in this diagram, see, this current is what? Is I1. So here it is I1, here it is I2. So I want to find out what? I1 and I2. In order to find out the value of H12 and H21. So next, so this was our diagram. Here we want to find out the current I1 and current I2. So how we can find out this current? So here if you see carefully, then these two are connected in a parallel. And here the resistance is what? It's a 1 ohm. And here my resistance is what? It's a 0. And we know that current always take the 0 resistance path. Alright. So we can neglect this resistor. So my diagram will become, here I have a 1 volt, then here it is the 3 ohm. Rest of the network we have to draw as it is. Just we will just neglect this 1 ohm resistor. This is as it is. This source is known as a what? Is a voltage dependent current source. Right. This is what? It's a I1. Here the current is I1. Here my current is what? It's a I2. Alright. This diagram, what we will do? We will find the current that is I1 and I2. So how we will find out this current? So first of all, you just write down the equation for this loop and then equation for this loop. But if you see carefully, see here we have a one current source. That direction is like this, and I2, direction of I2 and minus 0.5 V1, that is reverse. But that current that is flowing in the same branch. So we will get the direct value, that is I2 that equal to 0.5 V1. Because see, the direction is what? It's a reverse. And we know that V1 that equal to 1 volt. So my I2 will become 0.5 ampere. Now I will just write down the equation for this loop. My equation will become, see, plus minus, and here I will just mention plus minus. Then you will start with this 1 volt. Then 1 minus 3, current is I1. Then this is what? Is a current dependent voltage source. So it's a 3I2 minus 4. Here the current will become I1 plus I2, that equal to 0. Now you just solve this. Then 1 minus 7I1. See, minus 3I1 minus 4I1, that will become minus 7I1. And here minus 3I2, and here also minus 4I2. So minus 7I2, that equal to 0. I want to find out the value of I1. So 1 minus 7I2, that equal to what? It's a 7I1. And here the value of I1, that will become what? It's a 1 minus 7. And I2 value is what? It's a 0.5 divided by what? It's a 7. So this value will become what? It's a 2.5 divided by 7. So this is the value of what? It's a I1. Now next, see here we have the value of I1, we have the value of I2. Directly what? We will find out the H11 and that is H21. Value of V1 that equal to 1. Value of I1 that is what? It's a minus 2.5 divided by 7. So this will become 7 divided by 2.5. And this H21 that will become what? I2 is what? It's a 0.5. And I1 is what? It's a minus 2.5 divided by 7. H11 will get minus 2.8 ohm and this will give minus 1.4. So this is the answer of H11 and H21. Now next, we want to find out the rest of the value. So for that, what we'll do? Again, we will just assume our equations. Our equations are what? That is V1 and this is what? It's a I2. Here I have a H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2. Here I have a H21 into I1 plus H22 into V2. In earlier case, I just consider the V2 that equal to 0. Now I consider I1 equal to 0 and I will consider V2 that equal to 1 volt. Then the value of, because this current is 0 at the input side, so I have to consider output voltage that equal to 1. Then the H12 that will become V1 by V2 and H22 that will become I2 by V2. So we have to draw our network. In that network we have to consider I1 0 and V2 that equal to what? Is a 1 volt. And then we want to find out the value of V1 and I2. So let's draw that network. We will just consider this network here. Plus minus 3I2. Here I have that is 4 ohm. Here this is what? It's a minus 0.5 V1. Then this is what? It's a 1 ohm. And here I have to consider plus minus. That is what? It's a 1 volt. And this I1 that equal to what? It's a 0. This current I1 I have to consider, that is the 0. And this is what? As it is V1. And here it is 3 ohm. And this current is what? It's a I2. Here we have a current I2. Now here you can consider this is what? It's a minus 0.5 V1. We can consider this current of this loop. That is what? It's a minus 0.5 V1. Now in order to find out the value of V1 and I2, what we will do? We will write the equation. One by one we will write the loop equation. So this is our diagram. Here we want to write down the equations. So first equation, that is become what? Here you just mentioned the plus minus. Here also it's a plus minus. Here also it's a plus minus. So V1 minus 3. But this current is what? It's a 0. So I'm just write down it's a 0. Then here it's a minus 3I2. Then minus 4. I1 is 0, right? But this current is what? It's a minus 0.5 V1. So minus minus plus. And then we have to equate that with the 0. So what we will get? V1 minus 3I2. And here you have to multiply this. 0.5 multiplied by 4. So it's a minus 2V1, that equal to 0. So what I will get? That is minus 3I2 minus V1, that equal to 0. This will become my equation number 1. Now next we will write the equation for this loop. See, as such, no need to write down the equation for this loop because already we have the value of current, that is minus 0.5 V1. Here the current is what? Is the I2. So when we write this equation, this is what? Is the 1 minus 1. This current is entering from the positive terminal, but the value is what? It's a minus 0.5 V1. And that current is what? Is I2, and that I have to equate with the 0. So what I will get? That is 1 minus minus plus, but again it's a minus. So minus 0.5 V1, and here I have to consider plus I2. Because 1 that equal to minus 0.5 V1 plus I2. Right? To find out the value of V1 and I2, we have to solve this equation. So what we will do? We will just multiply this equation with the 2. So what we will get here? That is, first of all, V1 plus 3I2, that equal to 0. Here you just multiply with the 2. So minus 2V1 minus V1 plus 2I2, that equal to 2. So this is cancelled. So 5I2, that equal to what? Is it 2? So I2, that equal to 2 by 5 ampere. And now you just substitute this value in this equation. So V1 will become minus 3, 2 by 5. So this will become what? It's a minus 6 by 5 volt. So this is the value of I2 and V1. See here. This is the value of I2 and V1. Now we will substitute this value here. So we know that V1 that equal to minus 6 by 5 and V2 that equal to what? Is a 1. So this is what? Is a minus 6 by 5. So this will become what? It's a minus 1.2. And this is the voltage gain. So no need to write down any unit. Here the value of I2, that is 2 by 5. And the value of V2 that equal to what? It's a 1. So it's a 2 by 5, that equal to 0.4. And here the unit is what? It's a mho because it's a admittance. So here, see, this is the value of H11, H21, H12 and H22. So finally you have to write down this in the form of matrix, that is H here that equal to minus 2.8, then here minus 1.2, minus 1.4 and 0.4. You just mention the unit over here. As such, we do not have any common unit. So we will write in this manner. So I hope this example is clear.